Hello everyone and good morning. Today is Monday, February 4th. It's the day after the Super Bowl and I'm Kathryn from Kathryn Scraps. I want to thank everyone who joined me and Fran and Alice yesterday for the Scrappy Bowl party here at Kathryn Scraps Live. We did a room tour. We started our annual Scrappy Bowl project. I always do a free written mini tutorial for a part of the Scrappy Bowl project, the most complicated part. This year we're making a distress ink tower, and the tutorial covers how to make each layer of the distress ink tower. You can still download that tutorial as long as it's still February 4th. That will be available through 11:55 p.m. Eastern USA time tonight. So check the video description below to see how you can download a copy of the tutorial from that project. We'll be continuing it this Thursday in our live classes at 2 p.m. Eastern USA time and 9 p.m. Eastern USA time here on Kathryn Scraps. So last year's Scrappy Bowl project was something that turned into a year-long project that I worked on in my live shows all throughout 2018. And that is the Love Files project. And we have turned the Love Files project into a workshop. It started out as a file box and it ended up being a file box plus like 10 mini albums. So I'm going to show you all of the various pieces and parts to this workshop. There are 11 tutorials. One for the box, one for the staples that all of the pieces are based around, and 9 for the books. I think there's 9 books. And I'm going to show you all the books. I'm going to show you the box. I'm going to show you all the staples. And the workshop is going to be sold in our store for $29.95. It includes all of the tutorials, but this week we're having a 50% off everything sale for Scrappy Bowl with code ScrappyBowl2019. So you can get the Love Files workshop and all of those tutorials for $15. So that's a good deal. So now's the time to get it. The other thing to get if you're while the sale is running is we have 2 packs of Miracle Tape in the shop. All different sizes, and if you use your coupon on those, they become buy one get one free. So be sure to check out kathrynscraps.com/shop to see the tutorials we've got. The big deals are this workshop. You can get it for the price of a normal tutorial when it includes 10 tutorials or 11 tutorials, and of course tape. Stock up on tape while you can get tape, buy one get one free. So with that being said, let me talk about the Love Files project and show it to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking things out of it. But the idea behind it was to create a little file box that you could have on your desk. And it's very office inspired, like because it has it's all very office inspired. It's got all miniature office supplies are in here, miniature everything. So that you could have this file box on your desk, and throughout the year you could add photos to it, you could add receipts to it, you could add tickets to it. Like if you go to the movies, throw some tickets in a pocket, write a little note on the pocket about what your thoughts on were the movie, or if you went to a dance recital, anything like that. So it was to sort of collect all your ephemera for a year, as well as journal about it. And then there's also room to hold 4x6 photos if you print your photos along the way. So one of the tutorials is for the mini office staples. And there are 4 basic pages that are taught in the mini office staples tutorial. And those are the library card pocket, which will hold 4x6 photos in this pocket, as well as 4x6 photos on the back. The miniature manila folder, which will hold 4x6 photos inside of it. You can just stick them in it like you would stick it in any manila folder. The miniature Holy Joe or inner office mailer. It's got a button and string closure just like the real thing. It's got holes in it just like the real thing. And again, you can put your 4x6 photos will fit in there. Of course, you can put anything in here, receipts, you know, anything you want to keep track of throughout the year. This is a school folder, a school style folder, like a peachy, that's in there. And then also these clothespins, like if you want to hold smaller things together in a clump, like say you have gone to an event and you've got a receipt and a ticket and a brochure, and maybe the brochure is too big to go in one of these folders, but it'll still fit in here. You can clip the receipt and the ticket to the brochure, and those things stay together. They stay together. All right. Then there's the box itself, and I'll show you the box itself at the end after I've taken everything out of it. So this is one of the tutorials. It'll teach you how to make all of those, and those are great staples to have in your crafting life to know how to make, so you can add them to your pages, add them to your books. This is a Coptic stitch binding book. And what we've bound into it are miniature Holy Joes. Okay, so every one of these pages is one of these Holy Joe or interoffice mailer envelopes. Okay, and these are just sewn right, they're sewn right into the binding of the book. So these are so cute. I love the mini office mailers so much. And I just stamped these with a ledger stamp, and because interoffice mailers have all those lines on them, they have the button string closure, but as you can see with the binding, the stitched binding, the book lays flat when it's open. And then again, into these, you can put 4x6 photos, you can put memorabilia, you can put, tickets, and then because you have the lines on here, you can journal about what's inside, so you know what's inside. When you go to do the layout, you know what everything is and why you saved it. The box itself is about 7.5 inches wide by 12 inches long. All right, so that's another tutorial. Here's the third tutorial, which is the mini expandable accordion file folder. This is the type of file folder that you put your manila folders in at work. It has the same design. It's just a miniaturized version of it. And it does hold manila file folders. So you can see that you can decorate your file folders with patterned paper too. If you have a larger event, maybe an event that was 6 days, say if you went somewhere, and you can put photos in these folders. You could write notes if you put a piece of notebook paper back here or just plain paper like I have. And this is how the staples are being used throughout the book or throughout the project. So, you know, you'll have a template for these folders, and it'll be super easy to make them whenever you want them and to put them inside whatever you want. Or you can put in this accordion folder, again, just anything you collect from an event, and it has one of these button string closures as well. All right, so next we have a different kind of stitched binding, but this is a miniature notebook that I made out of graph paper and craft text. So in the tutorial for this one, I show you how to make signatures and sew them into a book to make your own little book to take notes. We also have the template in this workshop for making your own little bags like this as well. So again, lots of different ways to record your memories throughout the year in this book, in this project. Here's a small event folio. It's a twist on the Tim Holtz one. We couldn't fit the Tim Holtz one in the box. We wanted to, but we couldn't fit, it wouldn't fit. So we had to figure out a way to downsize it and shrink it and make it small so it would fit. And so that's what this is here. Again, this is included in the workshop, how to do all of this. It's held together. It's made out of lightweight chipboard, that kind of like a cereal box chipboard. And you can attach to these little fins, you can attach photos, tickets, again, anything that you want to save, make little mini pages, however you want to do it. That's totally up to you. It's very flexible design. All kinds of stuff can go in it. I have another little guy here. All right. This is a refillable journal sleeve or journal roll. So into it, I've put these journals here. I see this as kind of a project design. This is all made out of craft text. Here's a pocket for an ID or a gift card. There's another larger pocket behind it. There's a roll for your pen. You can stick a pen in here and keep a pen in the journal. And then I've taken these grid notebooks. The grid is kind of hard to see, but they have a grid on them like a graph paper. And I've put them in here, and I've shown you how you can remove their signatures and sew them into a binding of your choice. So you can take any little cute notebooks you find like this, and you can sew them into this book. And then you can just have this book to use as a journal or use as a planner, whatever you want to do with it. And then I made this little strap to hold it shut out of craft text as well. All right, and I embossed the flap. This is something you can do with craft text. You can emboss the craft text and get a really interesting look on your flap. Another tutorial is for the clipboards. I showed you how to take Chicago screws and a little small mini clipboard. You can get these from Amazon, lots of places, and turn them into clipboards to hold half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, as well as one. This one has another loop for a pen, but as well as one that is a folder. And this expands here on the spine, you can see, and it will hold an inch of paper. Again, 8.5 by 11 paper cut in half. It will hold, or that's a mini legal pad. So those little mini legal pads that you see, that they will hold this. It will hold those as well. And this is a cute way to have stuff that you need, maybe for an event where you need to be able to write on the paper itself. You need something to write on. More of my little decorative clips. This is the half-sized 3-ring binder. I show you how you can get half-size 3-ring binders just from the dollar store or wherever, and turn them into that just have that plastic vinyl covering, and turn them into this adorable piece of paper. I talk about how to remove the plastic, how to get your paper up underneath this clip and around it so it looks like it's all came like this. This is a embossed gold wrapping paper I found on Amazon. It's beautiful. And then this is just to hold, again, anything you want to put in here. This one is if you need a little bit more space, then you can get out of the things that hold 4 by 6. Because it's about 6 inches wide, it still fits in the box itself. So, and then because we made so many projects, not all of them fit in the box. So there's still two more. And of course, the idea is that you can, of course, you don't have to make these, like if you wanted to make these binders for all your friends, you could, you know, and as a gift or something like that, or you can make clipboards for people. You don't have to do them all together all at once. This one is a sewn little purse from out of craft text, and it holds just little miniature notebooks. I mean, it can hold whatever you want, of course, but it's sewn on the sides out of the craft text just to look like a little mail bag. And it holds, right now I have little notebooks in it, but of course it can hold anything, anything you want at all. And then the last project was a split binding project here. So we've got my traditional hardback book with the rounded paper cover that I do for most of my albums. And it has my binding, infinitely expandable binding where you can add as many pages as you want, and then when you're done, that's when you add the cover so that you never run out of room and it never gets too thick. So what I've done is I've split the spines on the binding so that each spine holds 2 pieces. So here's one of the small pockets that you learn how to make in the tutorial with a Holy Joe interoffice mailer. They're together on one spine, and so that gives it this really, really super cool layered look. And again, once you learn the technique for splitting the spines, then you can split the spine on any size album, and you can do this with any of your books. So it's a great technique to learn. Here is, just a little banner. I show you how to make these banners throughout the project with a folder, and this is a peachy where the pockets are vertical so that things will not fall out of the folder if the book gets turned upside down. We have a manila file folder here and a library pocket, another library pocket next to it. Then another manila file folder with some room to journal. I found this really cool copper paper here from Die Cuts with a View. We have another one of the sort of vertical peachy folders and another flap with a Holy Joe and a little pocket here on the back. So this book is in there as well. And this tutorial alone is about the size of a normal tutorial. So this tutorial by itself is about the size of a normal tutorial. So if you pick up the Love Files workshop today while it's on sale, and again, the sale's going to run through Saturday. The sale's going to run through Saturday. Let me just look at the date on Saturday so I can say, in case you're watching this later. The code ScrappyBowl2019 will run through 11:55 p.m. Eastern USA time on Saturday, February 9th, 2019. So as long as you're watching this video the first week it comes out, you can pick up the Love Files workshop for only $15. It's normally on sale, or it's normally $30, and it'll be on sale with that 50% off coupon, Scrappy Bowl 2019. The coupon and a link to the project will be in, or to the workshop will be in the video description. And then the project itself, they all go in this Love Files box. So there's 6 places to put your materials that you collect throughout the year. And the box itself is 12 inches by 7 inches, so it will be plenty big to hold all of your 6x6 materials. It holds the binder. It holds everything I've shown you today will fit in it. Let me just make sure it's not a little bit bigger. No, it's 7 inches. Okay, that's what I thought. 7 inches by 12 inches. Of course, you can style it with any paper you want to match your home decor, to match your office decor, however you want to design it. And then everything does fit into the book. So everything I've shown you was designed to fit into this box. So all of these pieces fit in the box. I mean, they don't all fit at once. But the idea is that none of these things wouldn't fit in the box if you wanted to put them in the box. So you've got plenty of room for all your little doodads that you've collected throughout the year. You've got tickets, you can print photos, you can do your journaling as you go so you remember everything while the events are still fresh in your mind. And that way, if you go to craft them down the road, you have what you were thinking at the time right at your fingertips. And so I kind of imagined this as like a memory junk drawer. A junk drawer for your memories for the year. Just where you can put everything so it's got a place until you're ready to organize them into the albums that will become their forever homes. So that's the Love Files workshop. Once again, thank you to everyone who made Scrappy Bowl so much fun. You can pick up the Love Files workshop at kathrynscraps.com/shop, and you can use code ScrappyBowl2019, ScrappyBowl2019, to get it for 50% off through this Saturday. So you can pick up all of these tutorials along with copies of the online classes from 2018 where they were taught. So that's the written instructions with the photos, and then also all of the videos that pertained to this project that are from the archives from 2018. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and you enjoyed the Super Bowl if you watched it. Please check out the Love Files workshop and join us this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern USA time and 9 p.m. Eastern USA time to continue our Distress Ink Tower, a tower which stores distress inks and re-inkers, and is able to be added on top of if new inks come out. So we won't be stuck having to make new towers all the time. So thank you so much. Please check the video description for links, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.